The greatest achievement an NBA 2K player could do was to get that logo icon under your player.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Look down! Look down! Look down! Look down! Look down! Look down!
And with 2K24 almost here, the community is excited to see that legend icon again. Now the legend grind started in NBA 2K15. Now in this 2K, it was easy for you to rep up and so many people made it to legend. Now during the legend grind, they had rookie, pro, all-star, and legend. That was it. And there was 3 tiers in each level. Now you did get rep rewards for each one of these levels. And then when you got to Legend 3, which was the highest level you could achieve in a game, you got the mascots. The first time that they had mascots in NBA 2K. But then we move on to NBA 2K16, where it was actually harder to rep up to legend. Now they still had rookie, pro, all-star, and legend, but this time they added more tiers, so there was actually 5 tiers that you needed to do to get up to legend. Again, you got a reward for each one, and then when you hit legend 5, you actually got a tiger to walk around the park with. But they also had something else that was actually cool. They had affiliations, and with affiliations, they had Rival Day. And on Rival Day, the affiliation that won, their player that had the most wins automatically got Legend 5, meaning they automatically hit Legend. That was an actually dope idea. I actually think if they maybe do affiliations better today, that we can actually do something like that for Rivalry Day where you automatically hit Legend. That'll be a cool thing to do. But then we go to 2K17. Now, 2K17 at that moment was the hardest Legend grind ever. Only a few people hit Legend. Now, today, the 23 Legend grind is pretty hard itself. Now, they were Rookie, Pro, All-Star, and they added Superstar on their way to Legend. Before, you had Legend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they put 5 tiers, except Legend is automatically just Legend. There was no Legend 1, Legend 2, Legend 3, you were just Legend. Now, at Superstar 5, this is when they brought out the jetpacks that we see today. Now, when you hit Legend, that meant you got immortalized, which meant that you got your name put on the wall somewhere in 2K. Now, with 2K18, they did away with the original rep system, got rid of it totally, and they brought the road to 99. Now, people didn't really like this Legend grind because it encouraged you to play more My Career, so less people actually played Park. Now, when you repped up to whatever rep, 85, 86, you did get rep rewards for every level. And then when you hit Legend, which was 99 overall, you got a badge that would allow you to upgrade your other badges by 1 tier. They also brought in IRL gifts on this one where they actually got you a free pair of shoes, like a free pair of actual shoes that they gave you. Now with 2K19, they actually continued the road to 99. Again, because you could use My Career to get to 99, less people played Park. But what they actually did was they added 3 tiers for Park. So in the Park, you could be an amateur, pro, or elite, but you didn't get any reps for any of those Park levels. But you still got rewards for every level going up to 99. And then again, once you got Legend or 99 overall, you got Immortalized, you got a custom pair of shoes again. And if you were one of the earlier ones to do it, you got a copy of the next year's game. For this one was NBA 2K20. Now, 2K20, a lot of people's favorite 2K. Now, this is the 2K that they went back to the rep system. So now instead of being road to 99, we were actually going from rookie, pro, all-star, superstar. They added elite. So then we got the elite tier, and then you had Legend. Now there were 3 tiers in each one of these reps, except for Legend, because when you hit Legend, you're Legend. Once you were Legend, you got a copy, if you were early enough, you got a copy of NBA 2K21, which was the next game. Now you got 40 extra badge points, 10 per category. Think about it, shooting, playmaking, dunking, defense. You get 10 plus badges for each one. Listen, I would definitely grind for a Legend. And you arrived in style, which one of the coolest was when you came off the helicopter, hanging off the helicopter, going into the park, man. It was absolutely cool as hell. You heard the helicopter flying into your city or into your park or what neighborhood, whatever they called it back then, man. Now in NBA 2K21, this is when the next gen consoles came out where they actually split up the community, but I'm just gonna cover next gen. So next gen, they kept the same legend grind of rookie, pro, all-star, superstar, and elite, and legend. It was 3 tiers for each one, the same thing. And you still, for your legend, you still got 40 extra badges, and that means 10 per category. But then now they changed it from the helicopter arriving in style to the arriving style where you use a teleportation device where you teleported to special locations that they had over the city. It wasn't everywhere, but they had different places that you can go to over the city. Now after this is when they changed it up again for 2K22 next gen. They did away with the OG rep system and they brought out seasons. It was like level 1, level 40. Each level between level 1 and level 40, you got a reward, and level 40 was supposed to be the big reward until you hit legend. Now to hit legend, you had to hit level 40 on 4 seasons, not consecutively, but just 4 seasons overall, and then you hit legend. Now this was probably one of the worst legend rewards that we got in NBA 2K, where they got us a talking parrot. This parrot didn't really do nothing but fly around the court and talk shit. That's all he did, just talk shit. Now that brings us to NBA 2K23, the current game that we're playing right now. Now, for this legend grind, this still had seasons in it, so it was still level 1 to level 40, as y'all already know, but this was probably the hardest legend grind that we had. You had to score 100,000 points. You had to have 500 games played at GOAT level, which means you had the highest, y'all know what it is. And then you had to complete 12 season quests, and you had to earn prizes across 20 events in the city. Now, this was one of the harder ones because it encouraged you to be able to have to score points, unlike other ones where it was my points that actually determined it. So somebody who played as a big or a lockdown was able to hit legend just as much as a guard was. Now, people didn't necessarily like this legend grind, but what made it worse was that reward that you got for legend. You got this toyish, fake Snoop Dogg, lowrider, I don't know what it was, driving around the city that had hydraulics and stuff. Like, listen, that would have been cool in the 90s. But in 2023, come on, 2K, we gotta do better than that. Come on now. So that was all of the legend grinds for all of them, but now we're talking 2K24. So I did a poll on my channel, and yes, it's a small sample size, 1.4K people voted. But if you see right here, 75% of the community, or at least of this small portion of the community, wants to see rookie to legend back in NBA 2K24. Now, I feel like no matter how big, you can take the whole community, and the community wants rookie to legend for NBA 2K24. So y'all let me know what y'all want in the comment section for NBA 2K24. And if y'all didn't see my Duke Dennis video about him playing NBA 2K24 early and what his thoughts were on the game, check out this video, man, right here.